Welcome to another edition of the Christian Business Values Podcast. Rick Durkee invites Christian leaders to share life stories that have transformed their communities for Christ. Learn from proven leaders who equip and challenge others to put faith-based principles into action every day. Dreams become visions when one is awakened into action. Follow the Christian Business Values Podcast at ChristianBusinessValues.com. Now it's time for this edition's Life Stories, hosted by Rick Durkee.
Welcome back to Christian Business Values. I'm your host, Rick Durkee, and today I have Ray Manniello with us of Senior Care Authority. Ray, welcome to Christian Business Values. Good to have you with us here today.
Thanks. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. In today's world, a lot of issues with COVID and dementia issues and things like that. A lot of people are faced with decisions as to how to care for their loved ones. Could be, elders, could be spouses, could be people with disabilities and things like that that need care. A lot of decisions that need to be made. And that's why we had you be a guest here on Christian Business Values today. I think we'll have a great opportunity to share your story and your business and what your objectives are and whatnot. But why don't you start out and tell us a little bit about yourself and how having faith in God has helped you get where you are today?
Okay, sure. So I started my career being a dentist. I was a dentist in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I was curious about that. I saw that on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I had my own dental practice for 30 years. It was a nice, close-knit family dental practice. I consider myself to be very fortunate and that God has helped me get to where I am today. I am the only person in my family who's gone past a 2-year college degree, associate's degree.
Mm-hmm.
I got accepted into dental school. I got through it, graduating at the top of my class. I was really happy with that. I had a nice practice that really helped people. It was a nice family, close-knit type of practice where I developed nice relationships with my patients.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them stuck with me for 30 years
Mm-hmm.
that I was there.
Mm-hmm. And so then a transition must have come along the way. What made you decide to get into the line that you're in today for helping people still? Well,
what I noticed in my dental career is that a lot of the patients that were staying with me as adults became senior citizens. And what I started to realize and see on a daily basis is that the senior citizens were really struggling. Today's world is more complex. And as you get older and older, your abilities tend to diminish a little bit. And I saw a lot of my patients struggling. A lot of them came into me each day and said, "Ray, don't ever grow old." And we had little conversations about things that were going on in their lives, medical difficulties, difficulties trying to navigate financial and legal systems to get the kind of care that they need. So I decided that it was time to sell my practice. I wanted to still do something that was involved in helping people. So I felt I had a calling to do that because I had a nice adult-based practice with a lot of senior citizens in it. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to try to help them.
now, was that practice here locally then, or?
No, that practice was in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what brought you down to the Lowcountry here in Charleston?
Well, what happened with the coming back down here is my wife and I met at Medical College of Virginia in Richmond, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
We really liked the South at that point. We went back up to Massachusetts, spent 30 years, which we enjoyed, but we kind of missed the South. We felt people are nice and friendly down here, and we just wanted to come back and enjoy that feeling of friendliness.
Mm-hmm.
We had vacationed in Charleston probably about 10 years ago. We really liked it,
Mm-hmm.
and thought this would be a good place to come.
And we certainly have a lot of people reloading. What age are you, Ray?
I'm going to be 56 next month.
56, a little bit younger than me, not much, but we're at that point now where we see that there's a need for people that are our elders, but sometimes maybe our own age that need care. And there's a lot of big decisions that have to come along in that area. So how did you get connected with Senior Care Authority, and explain that relationship, son?
Well, I investigated different types of franchises that you can work with to build this type of business. The nice thing about a franchise for this is that they give you, as part of the package, 3 months of good quality education.
Mm-hmm.
So we go through all the different types of senior living, get an idea of what they cost, what the client can expect when they get in there. They also go over financial issues and how to set up the business. I didn't feel it was a good idea to do that on my own. I thought to serve the clients better, the more education I got. I've always been pro-education, and it would give me a better start, and it would help me serve clients better.
Mm-hmm.
Senior Care Authority was a big plus for me because they also offer elder care consulting. The other franchises that I looked at, there were like 3 other ones. They were mostly about full service placement. But in this type of franchise that I have, I can also give the seniors some advice for elder care. We have resources that we set up if somebody needs like financial planner or a lawyer. I know how to hook them up with that and what to expect, and kind of give them some advice along the way.
Mm-hmm.
This franchise also has a driving evaluation program for seniors.
Oh yeah,
which
I
I
saw
was
that.
really happy with. It's not really an evaluation program, it's really a self-assessment program. And what's different about this particular driving assessment is that the senior, we get to spend time with them. It's a 2-3 hour session. It's not just a pass-fail type of session.
Mm-hmm.
We go to the senior's home. We sit at the comfort of their kitchen table. We have a listening conversation. We develop a nice rapport with the senior. Then we go ahead, we do some table exercises. And then if it's safe to do so, we get in their car, let them drive on a familiar route, and do the driving evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
So by developing a rapport with the senior, what we're trying to do is help them understand the results of our finding and actually accept them, rather than have them take a test for 15-20 minutes, pass or fail, and then they may not abide by the decision.
Mm-hmm.
And you want them to understand it. It's all about preserving their dignity.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to give up driving. Everyone's afraid that's going to dampen their independence. And that's not what we're out to do. We don't take away anybody's keys. We don't take away anybody's license. As a matter of fact, if the senior does not do well, in our opinion, we get together with the family afterwards. We have a nice summary session. We try to make sure the senior has alternative transportation,
Mm-hmm.
whether or not the family does it, or we can hook them up with area resources where they can get rides to do the things that they need and want to do on a daily basis, so they don't lose their independence.
Yeah, I can definitely see we're in a situation where we're getting older. Sometimes it may not be safe. Maybe the person is not at a point where they can understand the safety precautions of driving anymore, or just felt like, hey, it's normal. I got in this car for the last 60 years and drove it. Why can't I drive it now? But this would certainly be a great service for other family members to understand what the possible pluses or minuses of this person might be to drive or not. So yeah, I can see why that attracted you at Senior Care Authority. Is there other things that Senior Care Authority that really attracted you to this particular line of work, or other things that they offered that you really felt was going to be able to fulfill your reason for going out of dentistry, helping people still, but coming into another relationship thing where you felt comfortable with helping elders?
Well, the other fellow franchisees are very, very nice in the Senior Care Authority organization. I spent time talking with a lot of them before I signed on, and we still communicate nowadays on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has an interest in not themselves, but in helping out the senior community, which is what I really like. So
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice family type atmosphere, much like my dental practice. We're all working together to do the same thing. It's not about us, it's about the senior. trying to help the senior.
All certain Christian business values that have helped you to get to where you are in your life today. And then, wow, a great second part two for you to be able to help people. And it sounds like a great match with your personality and your past experience with helping people. So is there a story that you'd like to share with us about, your Christian faith and how maybe you've helped someone in your new practice here in Senior Care Authority, and a life story that you like to share with us that really relate to what we've talked about today?
I've been able to help a lot of people so far. A lot of people are not prepared financially or planned for what's going on. Some of the people I've helped, a lot of them are not even looking for placement into a senior living community. I had one woman that I helped who was just looking for an apartment. And it's not something that we normally do. It's not something we get paid for, as an example, but I was happy to help her. She had reached out to church organizations, other organizations in the area, was not able to really get any help, but we put some resources together and we helped her out, and now she has a place to live. She was going to lose the apartment that she was in because the house went up for sale. And she found something now, at least on a temporary basis, and maybe we'll work with her again to find something more permanent. But it's things like that. We try to be a one source stop for seniors. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that we get paid for. We answer a lot of questions. Sometimes people call us, they're not looking for assisted living, they're looking for who's some of the good personal care agencies to have come into their home. My wife is a certified occupational therapist. For people that want to stay home, that's their choice, and that's their prerogative, and that's fine. My wife can do a safety evaluation of the home to make sure the home is safe for the senior to live in. What happens there is planning is done for the future. Sometimes doors need to be widened for wheelchairs. Ramps need to be planned for wheelchairs. Sometimes people with cognitive impairment, you have to remove household chemicals from their reach, because as people get things like dementia, they might mistake that for their daily juice or something like that, and it's a hazard to leave that within their reach. We also have a fall prevention program that my wife does. Again, that can be for the senior living in their home or moving out to a senior community. But falls are a very big problem among the senior population today. They're very debilitating. A lot of falls can actually lead to death for the senior. There is a CDC statistic that states that about 88 seniors die per day as a result of a fall injury.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
So there's a Medicare type evaluation that can be done. Medicare pays for it to help see if a fall can be prevented for the senior. And that's something that we get involved in as well.
Great. And you do, I noticed this, part of your accreditation is that you're a certified dementia practitioner.
Yes.
So that's definitely an area where we find that there's a need for help. So, Ray, I met you at the Charleston Chamber of Commerce Business Expo, and we were very impressed with our initial meeting and wanted to follow up with you today here on our Christian Business Values podcast. You've shared with us the reasons that many people could use your services, and we're certainly very thankful that you followed up with us to come on our podcast, Christian Business Values. How could people get more information on your practice here in Charleston?
The best way is by phone call. I answer my phone anytime during the day. It's not a 9 to 5 business. I can answer the phone on the weekend, but our phone number is 843-233-9251. We also have a website, and my email address is ray@seniorcareauthority.com. It's another excellent way to get a hold.
Okay. Okay, two great ways. We'll make sure that that information is available on our website, Christian Business Values. But if you'd like to reach out to Ray, as he said, the best way to do that is by phone. He already shared with you, if you just have a question that's heavy on your heart that you want to know to help someone else, a loved one, and doing their senior care planning, Ray will be there for you. And Ray, that phone number one more time, please.
843-233-9251.
All right. And we look forward to having you back maybe in the future as a Christian Business Values guest, and certainly wish you the best of luck here with your business and helping our senior community here in the Lowcountry of Charleston and surrounding areas.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Ray.
All right. Take care.
Thanks for joining us today on Christian Business Values. Join us on our webpage at christianbusinessvalues.com to visit any past guests that we've had. I'm sure there's a business owner on there that can help you to help you in your development of your business with Christian business values as the foundation for the future success of your business. Thank you for joining us today on Christian Business Values.
Follow the Christian Business Values podcast at christianbusinessvalues.com.